Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to show you my new Prime Piano House producer bundle. And let me show you some of the projects which have included, some of the samples and some of the amazing Serum 2 presets. So let's dive right in. First, let's check out some of the project files which are included. So at first I'm starting off with this beginner project file. So let me play you a preview. So that's a beginner project file which is included in the Prime producer bundle. So let me show you another project file which in this case gained over 750,000 views just on YouTube, which is a Calvin Harris remix. And this full file is included in the bundle. So 4 project files are included in this bundle, and also all the samples and stems are also included. So if you, for example, just wanted to use a layer from a track which are finished, you can easily drag and drop in your project. Ready to use, already pre-mixed and leveled. Okay guys, so let me show you some of the one-shots which I've added. So within the one-shots, we've added some claps, crashes, heads, kicks, percussion, shakers, snaps, and snares. So for the claps, those are some basic but just essential claps which you can use. Like those ones. Crashes. Added 24 heads. Making sure they all sound unique, sound very saturated, so I really like them. I'm adding 10 kicks, essential kicks, so some raw kicks, but also some very soft and deep kicks. I'm adding some percussions which you can use to just make it a little more interesting, or adding some background percussions. So I'm adding 10 unique shakers. I've added 5 snaps. And we're adding some snares to add them as a roll, for example, or some simple drum rolls, some short drum rolls. So everything you need is in there. So the classic ones, but also some processed ones. So next up, we're adding some loops. So we're adding some drum loops, so some ready to use loops. For example, this one. So we're adding some head loops, ready to use. So I've added some melody loops, which are also included in the project files. We're adding again some essential shakers, string loops, and transitions. So for example, some rolls, short transitions, or up and down lifters. So for Piano House, in most of the cases it's very simple, but I've made sure everything you need is included. And I'm also including the MIDI files just for inspiration, or as a song starter, for example. So it's very simple. So if you open up the M1 plugin, which I highly recommend. If you're a Piano House producer, go to browser and then select piano, picking for example piano LR, opening up the piano roll, and let's for example drag in this MIDI file. So just one of the MIDI files which I've added for both melodies, and also a kick, clap, head and ride MIDI file is included. And within the Prime Piano House producer bundle, I'm adding the presets for Serum 2. So let me open up the preset. So at first we're starting off with this simple bass. We're adding another one, which is more square based. So we're adding a more present bass in this case. Which also goes very well within the lower spectrum. So we're moving towards the more square, distorted basses. And I've also created this pretty raw bass in this case. So one of my favorite presets is this organ M1 Classic, this one. And this frequency modulated modern organ bass. And of course, we're also adding a simple pad. So let me play you a simple C minor chord. And of course, a piano replica. So a really unique string, which you can use, for example, to play it just on one note. So those are most of the essential presets which I've added to this Prime Pianos Producer bundle. And it also comes with some extras. So in this case, it's my mastering chain when I'm mastering piano house tracks. So all included in this bundle. So if you like it, make sure to check it out. Download the free version. And if you want to check out the full pack, make sure to upgrade it. You can find everything on my website, which is 7beats.com. And that's it for this video. So I hope you enjoyed it and see you in the next one.